Hey, okay, I'm going to try this again because I looked at my last video and it was 12.5 minutes long. That's not very good because I can't post things over 10.5 to 11 minutes. And because I foolishly signed up for something post January 31st or December 31st, I think it was January 31st because I subscribed to my first channel and I did this after then. But anyway, let's see. I wanted to say that internet can be used to find many, many different things. And that a little example, and that in a little, everybody is random in some way. I'll just show you how I'm random and like to link things, sort of like your simplified 6 ways to Kevin Bacon, but without the Kevin Bacon. So just 6 degrees. I was listening to the Kill Bill Volume 1 soundtrack. And on there's a track called Ironside. Well, I want to know more about Ironside. I go and click on it. And this is all on Wikipedia. You can follow this. I went to look at Ironside. Well, there's nothing on the song. Therefore, I see something that says Raymond Burr. Oh my god, I know him. He's Perry Mason. And go to Raymond Burr, and all the way down it has a thing that says Burr in popular culture. It says, in the episode Tokyo Grows of Pinky and the Brain, blah 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 blah, and it's just a parody of him from one of the old Godzilla movies where all he'd say is, yes, I see. And from that, I went and looked at Pinky and the Brain, and I went and found their theme song, and found the different one. And if you can tell me who the special person, who they only have in that one episode and a cameo after that, I'll give you a cookie. No, brownie. Brownie point. I can't do that. Both my eyes are raised. But yes, I'll give you a brownie point. Good for me. Good for you. Good for everyone. If you can tell me who that special character is. Hint, hint, if you go to my channel, I've got it favorited. But you'll just roll over laughing, because I remember when this was on TV all the time, and Animaniacs and whatnot. But I was looking there and also noticed that, there was a character that they tacked on the last season called Elmira, where they changed the show to Pinky, Elmira, and the Brain. That aside, I looked at the person who voiced Elmira on there, and this is a Cree Summer. Well, I was amazed at who she had voiced, and these are just a few people in that I recognize. She did the original voice of Penny. You know, from Inspector Gadget? From the cartoon? Yes, that's her. And she was in the Care Bear movie. What else does it say? Yeah, Elmira in Tiny Toons. And then Acapella in Hysteria. Susie Carmichael in Rugrats, and the Rugrats all grown up. It gives a couple others there that I don't know. Oh, Number 5 from Codename Kids Next Door. And then Miranda from As Told by Ginger. I mean, I know all those characters, and it's kind of like, holy shit. Look at them! They're all the same person. But you'll find out as you look through a lot of cartoons, video games, anime, Japanese video games, I mean, whatever. You'll look at the people in those professions, and they're essentially the same people. I mean, the Japanese actors and actresses are different than the Americans, but I mean, essentially, and Canadian, whoever else, I mean, essentially, they're the same people. So as soon as you get a steady job in there, you know you're set for life. Because you're going to need a lot of voice acting jobs. As soon as it starts rolling, it keeps rolling. Only when it starts to slow down do you know that it's going to slow down. Otherwise, it's just going to keep going. And so that's kind of how I link things. So I've gone from Kill Bill to, yeah, Inspector Gadget, Tiny Toons. Rugrats, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's kind of how I work. But I'm certain other people out there work like that also. But I thought I'd give that, and there was something else I wanted to tell you. But I can't think too long, because it'll run up the time on here. Oh, that's right. I wanted to give 2 shout-outs real quick, and that I've got just a hair below 50,000 video views. Yay, Philip. Well, that means my videos have been viewed almost a total of 50,000 times. That's a lot. I was at 40,000 earlier this week. And I'd like to thank Brick Lane Betty. Brick Lane Betty is the profile for Super Amanda. Should be over here somewhere, off in the distance. And I'd like to thank Diaries of a Mad Half Jap. Both of them have sent out my videos, watched them, commented, rated, maybe even favorited. Who knows? But they've done a lot to help my video viewer base thing grow. So go, check out their channels, check out what they have. I'm certain they'd love it and appreciate it. And while you're there, why not subscribe to them? Okay? So, one last thing on the menu to talk about. I know I did the internet, and I know I did the shoutouts, and I'll just title this the internet. I'll give you an extra brownie point if you leave me a comment with what this particular character is. What language is it? And what does it say? So there, that's possible 2 out of 2 brownie points. Thank you and have a